What is going on YouTube? Today we are back with another video, and today we have a pair of sneakers I've never seen or heard of before until this customer hit me up on my IG. Now these are called Maison Mihara Yasuhiros. These are some designer sneakers. They are pretty expensive. I was looking at the prices were like $500, stuff like that, and they definitely beat their pair up. Like, these are crazy condition. Like, I think I don't know if they went to baseball tryouts or something or what, but they definitely did their number on them. But like I always say, we love getting these kind of shoes in because they make for good content. So we're just gonna go ahead, and it's canvas, it's white canvas, so these are gonna be super difficult. But I'm always up for a challenge, so let's go ahead and make these new again. Alright guys, to begin the cleaning, I'm going to be using some dishwashing liquid. Just a little bit of that with some rejuvenator filled in with some hot water. And we're going to use a medium texture brush to start up the cleaning. I already have the laces removed. I'm just going to start from the tongue and make our way all the way around the shoe. And after cleaning each portion of the shoe, I'm going to use my microfiber cloth just to go ahead and dry up the soap and the water a little bit so it could dry a lot better. Now that we've completed the first cleaning on the uppers, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to my stiff texture brush, and that's going to help us clean up the toe area some more and the entire outsole area pretty much. Alright, so we've cleaned up the uppers and the outsoles. You guys can see there's still a lot of stains and dirt trapped in the material. So we're going to let these dry, then we're going to come back and we're going to do our methods to get these as white as possible. Alright guys, as you can see, the shoes are still dirty like I mentioned already, but a lot cleaner than how they came in already. So we're going to do one of my favorite methods, which is the detergent method. All you need is some blue detergent. The better the quality detergent is, the better your results, most likely. So I just have some in a cup right here, and what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and completely soak the shoes. Now that the shoes are completely soaked, I wet my brush. I'm using a medium texture brush for this. And I'm just going to pour my detergent onto the brush and scrub it into the shoe. Alright guys, the sun is shining super bright today. So I just have them sitting out here in the sun. I'm going to leave it until they're completely dry, and then I'm going to show you guys what we do next. Alright, so it's been an entire day. The detergent has dried up into the material. You guys can see, like, right there, you can see like the blue and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm using the same brush I used to scrub it in. I'm going to run some water over it. I'm just going to use the brush to go ahead and just scrub it all out. Okay guys, now that I've completely rinsed out the detergent from the shoes, I'm going to be using some toilet paper, and this is what we call the tissue method. So we just did the detergent method, and now we're going into the tissue method. So this tissue is like very thin. So I'm going to be using 3 tiles. I'm going to wrap the 3 tiles just like so. And I'm going to start applying onto the shoes. So pretty much, I'm going to put this tile here. And you want it to stick to the shoes. That's why you need the shoes to be wet. Let it stick to the shoes. And it's sticking very nicely, so that's glad for that. And I'm just going to do this all around the entire shoe. I'm doing the tongue last, so I can just sit the tongue on top of it like that. And then I'm going to show you guys what it looks like after. Alright, so you guys can see the shoes are completely wrapped. The entire canvas area is wrapped. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put these inside of my ice box right here. I'm going to turn on the UV light and turn on the fans so it doesn't get too hot in there. And we're going to let that sit until it's completely dry. Alright, as you guys can see, the tissue method did what it needed to do. You guys can see all that dirt absorbed into the tissue. Like, that's all the tissue that dirt that was left over after cleaning. Look at that. So I'm just gonna peel all this off. Now the shoes, I don't expect the shoes to be perfectly clean at this point yet. But as you guys can see, the shoes look so much better than what we started off with. Alright, as you guys can see, there's still some staining left right here and on the back. So I'm going to use some Halen soap cleaner. Basically, just helps lift tough stains. Alright guys, right now I'm using some leather preparing deglazer with a cotton round just to go over the midsole like I always do. There's like some dark spots all around, dirt that didn't come out during the cleaning. So I'm just using that to go around the midsole, clean all of it up. And then that'll pretty much be that for the midsole detailing. Alright guys, at this point I'm touching up the black lines around the shoe. You guys can see they definitely do need some touching up. So I'm using some Black Angels paint and this paintbrush. I wish I had a finer paintbrush, but I don't. So I'm definitely gonna have to get some of those. Alright guys, the last thing before I go ahead and put the laces in and call it a wrap, I'm going to use some Angelus matte finisher. Just go ahead and protect the paint that we just put down. I'm just gonna get a really light amount with my paintbrush, and we're just gonna go along the entire line. Alright guys, so the shoes are completely finished, and if you remember what these looked like in the beginning of the video, you probably wouldn't even believe these are the same shoes, but look how clean we got that. And you guys who watch, you guys know white canvas is the hardest material to shake back, and these look absolutely stunning. So if you guys want the treatment done to your own sneakers, you can DM me on Instagram at Restorations. If you have any questions or concerns, drop a comment. I respond to all comments, or you can DM me and I answer all questions. I'm always glad to help. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.